Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I am Umar Qureshi from Dr. Sirajul Islam Medical College and I am in the 4th year. I am the team member of the Medimartt. Medimartt is a platform for the medical students. As you all know that we are regularly trying to share some short videos on different topics. So here we come with another video. This is a short video on the blood. This is the third part of the video. Okay guys, if you haven't watched our previous video, then please go and please do watch our previous videos. Okay, and please do share it as much as possible because it gives us motivation to make more videos like this. Okay, and please do subscribe our channel, please do comment the topics that you want. Okay, and please do watch the full video. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's start by seeing over it. So in our previous video we have discussed till the functions of the plasma proteins. So today we will discuss the morphology of the RBC. Okay, so basically the morphology of RBC, in this we will discuss the shape of the RBC, diameter of the RBC, thickness of the RBC, surface area, then volume, then lifespan, just like that. Okay, so shape of the RBC, it is circular, just like that you can see in the picture. It is circular, it is biconcave. Okay, then it is non-nucleated disc. Okay, that's the thing. Then the diameter of the RBC is 7.8 micrometer. The thickness is 2.5 micrometer at the periphery and 1 micrometer in the center. Okay, the surface area of the RBC is 120 to 140 square micron. The volume of the RBC is 90 to 95 cubic micron. The lifespan is 120 days. Okay, all these things you just have to remember. Okay, there is nothing like understanding. Okay, just remember all these things. Now RBC contains no nucleus, no mitochondria, no Golgi apparatus, no lysosome. This is the most important point, so please remember it very frequently. Okay, now the next topic is the composition of the RBC. The composition of RBC, like what are the components present in the RBC. So water is present, that is 60%, then hemoglobin is present, that is 34%, then other constituents are present, which is 6%. Okay, hemoglobin, each RBC contains about 30 picogram hemoglobin or 34 gram per deciliter of cell, and there is about 900 gram of hemoglobin in the circulating blood. That is just from the understanding, like it is saying that each RBC contains about 30 picogram, it's a unit of hemoglobin, or we can say it as 34 gram per deciliter of the cell. Okay, there is about 900 gram of hemoglobin in the circulating blood. In each circulating blood there is around 900 gram of hemoglobin. That's the point. Now other constituents. What are the other constituents? Other constituents, which is 6%, are the protein, that is chromatin, then potassium, chlorine, bicarbonate, okay, then phospholipid, cholesterol, and then enzyme. Okay, so these are something which is very important. Okay, G6PD is glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase. Okay, now moving towards the next topic, that is the normal count of the RBC. So what is the normal count of RBC in adult male, in adult female, and in infant, that is the newborn. Okay, so in adult male it is around 4.5 to 5.5 million per cubic millimeter of blood. Then in adult female it is around 4 to 5 million per cubic millimeter of blood, and then in infant or the newborn it is around 6 to 7 million per cubic millimeter of blood. Okay, so that's the normal count of RBC, please remember it. Okay, then let's move towards the main topic, that is what is erythropoiesis. So the definition of erythropoiesis is the process of gradual development and maturation of RBC under physiological condition is called the erythropoiesis. The simple meaning is the gradual development and the maturation of RBC under the physiological condition. That is the thing, that's called as the erythropoiesis. Now what are the sites of erythropoiesis? The sites of erythropoiesis are like in fetal life. Okay, basically in fetal life you can see that first of all in early fetal life, like first 2 months, or we can call it as the 8 weeks, because 1 month consists of the 4 weeks. So that's why we can call the first 2 months as the 8 weeks also. That stage is called as the mesoblastic stage. Okay, so the site of erythropoiesis in this stage, mesoblastic stage, or in this early fetal life, is the mesodome of the yolk sac. Okay, then comes the hepatic stage, which is also called as the mid fetal life. In this, the time ranges from the 3rd to 5th month. Okay, so it is called as the hepatic stage. Hepatic, we can like assume the site with the name itself. Hepatic is like related with the liver. Okay, so liver is the main organ in this particular stage. Okay, then there are spleen, lymph node. Lymph node and spleen, these are little, but the liver is the main organ. The name itself involves the liver. Okay, so the third stage is the myeloid stage. The other name of the myeloid stage is the last month of the intrauterine life and the afterbirth. Okay, like as we saw, the first 2 months in the early fetal life, then the 3rd to 5th month in the mid fetal life, then the last month is remaining of the intrauterine line, and the afterbirth also, it is also called as the myeloid stage. So the site of the erythropoiesis in this stage, myeloid stage, is the red bone marrow. Now moving on towards the next slide. In this we will discuss the sites of erythropoiesis in the adult life. So in the adult life, up to the age of 5 to 6 years. Okay, like as we saw, like in the last intrauterine life or the myeloid stage, and after birth also, it was like the site of erythropoiesis was the red bone marrow. Now up to the then after the birth, from that stage to the like 6 years, up to the 5 to 6 years, the site of erythropoiesis is the red bone marrow of all flat and long bones. Okay, previously it was there was no distribution, it was like forming into the all red bone marrows, but up to the age of 5 to 6 years, it will like, or the site of erythropoiesis will be like in the red bone marrow of all flat and long bones only. Okay, now from 6 to 20 years of age, red bone marrow of like humerus and tibia and all flat membranous bones. Okay, the site is the red bone marrow of humerus and tibia, and all flat membranous bones. Okay, so this is about the 6 to 20 years of age. Then after the 20 years of age, the site of erythropoiesis is only the flat bones, it includes the, or the flat bone includes the vertebra, the sternum, the ribs, the scapula, the iliac, and the skull. Okay, so this is about the sites of erythropoiesis. Now there is something note we will discuss about this thing. Like after 20 years of age, the shaft of the long bone becomes yellow bone marrow due to the fat deposition, and it loses the erythropoietic function, because as we saw, the erythropoietic function is or it only occurs in the red bone marrow. So as after the 20 years of age, the shaft of the long bone like becomes the yellow bone marrow, that's why it will lose its erythropoietic function. So that was one point. Then moving to the next point, and that is the in adult life, when marrow cavity is obliterated by sclerosis or other diseases. Okay, the spleen and liver again become important site of blood formation. When in adult life, if the marrow cavity is like obliterated if by sclerosis or other diseases, so basically the spleen and the liver again become the important site of the blood formation, as it was previously in the mid fetal life. Okay, like liver and spleen. Okay, so just like that. Now this is a important diagram. Okay, like this is basically the diagram related to the stages of the erythropoiesis. We will explain all these things, the stages of erythropoiesis, in our like next video, inshallah. So please guys, please stay tuned and stay connected with us, because it gives us motivation to make more videos like this. And please do share it as much as possible, and please do subscribe our channel, and thanks a lot.